I'm still doing the love beer. It's almost done though, but so I'm on this one now. Yeah, I gotta try to get some purple diamond out so I can finish that. Supposed to be dragon. I swear I think I'm on my period. That man said could have been my doctor said could have been my tubes untying. I don't know, but I ain't in that type of, you know what I mean? Lord, I hope not. But I still discharge like a period right around my period time. It's crazy because your body's trying to self clean itself, but you don't get it. It's not blood. I guess I don't know what it is, but even my lower back starts to hurt. I'm like, this is crazy. I get all the symptoms, but no blood. That might help somebody. Who knows? But anyway, let's talk about Cody. Friend. I was walking down, you know what, Puerto Rican dudes, you think it's the women? Mm-mm. Them Dominican and Puerto Rican men, they gossip. I don't even know where they came from. They must have been waiting all the way until I came back. And they was acting like they was doing stuff. Or one of them lived in that house, like diagonal phone. Because when I walked by, I was like, that's a stupid idea. Because it was like they tore the first and second porch, off and just put some um, cinder blocks, like a big cinder block pole on both sides. So that's what caught my attention to the house. Now, somebody in that house must have noticed me because his daughter do know me. That girl looks, I was like, oh my God. Cody must be, when I remembered it, Cody must be your father because he looks just like you. But he used to live around by 7-Eleven, but I guess he moved her over that way. And I didn't know. I was just walking by minding my business. But anyway, the two Dominicans must have seen me come and been waiting. And they ran downstairs. They opened up the hood. But I heard them say, watch. Watch, them are Cody's kids. Them are Cody's kids. I'm telling you. Watch. Watch. And I was like, looking. I was like, oh my God. That looked like Cody's daughter and his son. But his son's, based on the picture, he has it blocked off, but it looks like the lamp that's in my room. He took a picture by a lamp, just like the lamp that's in my room. And I kept saying, that's Cody's daughter. And he was like, see, watch, watch. I'm telling you. She knows Cody. I'm telling you. He be out. And I was like, and I looked at it, I said, oh my God, that's Cody's daughter. And I was like, it must be the third floor because the blinds was all tore up on the porch. But it's a closed-in porch. I say, need to buy some new blinds. They tore them blinds up. And them dudes was like, I was like, oh my God, this is where I thought he moved them to Providence. Because I haven't seen him on the bus or nothing. He must have brought her a car. I don't know. I didn't see no car in the driveway. And I was like, oh my God. He was like, look, his kids even know her. His kids know her. Watch, I'm telling you. Cody's kids know her. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go home and cry. Because I thought he left Woonsocket. I don't know. I don't know where he lives. But that was definitely his daughter. Her ponytail was never done. The little boy is definitely the boy in the picture on his phone. He don't got the little girl. He just got the little boy. I said, Lord, Cody's got a family in Cape Verde. He got a daughter in California. I'll tell her that, but Carolina, I was like, but you know how that go. We don't know if his daughter or his girl. And they knew everything I knew. They're going right to wherever they hang at and gossip, because that's what they do. I just had to co-sign everything they already knew. Cody got a house in Dominican Republic. He goes back and forth. And there was a whole family. Well, them was his kids. I'm like, them was your kids from up here? You got a whole nother family. God bless their heart, as my aunt says. And so then, I swear, it was the same two dudes. The same two dudes. Oh, day I was across the street. The same two dudes went to that garage across the street from Cumberland Farm. And all I can hear them say is, watch, she know him too. She knows him too. Watch, but whoever that was, they was whooping whoever Chris is behind, or Kyle, or whoever he was, I don't know. He said, watch, she knows him too. I'm telling you, she gonna know all his business. And I started telling it. He said, I told you, I told you. But Cody and, I didn't know, but Cody and Chris are friends. And I was telling him every day walking down the street. I was like, he crowned me his queen. I didn't crown him. He was like, would you be my queen? Oh, yeah. He was like, I love you. I'm like, what? You don't even know my favorite color. And that's the God's honest truth. Why would I lie? Wherever they be at doing their thing, that's what they're going to be talking about. Somebody's going to get in a fight tonight. Or maybe it might be the shooting I'm waiting for. No, So anyway, the rocket ship went up to the moon. I thought it already went. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I wish they really stopped. But this is what people don't understand. Because some people are more stupid than you think. Carrot, comb over, really don't even got to go nowhere. He can have them, whatever that thing is up there they're messing with, not on the moon. I don't know what they're doing over there, but there's going to be another astro. Watch. They're going to keep going up there, and that thing's just going to keep chipping off. And then, because the fire, I mean, I said they should put a turkey. What's the biggest thing? A whole cow. And when the rocket takes off, see how long it takes to burn the cow. Dead, though. They'll feed it to the homeless. No, sorry. Right? And that's how it says the world's gonna end. They keep, but I'm telling you, comb over really don't even got to leave. People be thinking I'm lying. They can position whatever that is they're messing with, and he can see the image. Cause that's what I'm like. That Ali Aladdin. That is not the movie that I seen. That's not the movie I seen. That ain't what I seen. I seen whatever Barack Obama seen. From the time they went in, I think there was something underground or something. And they did have his body. I wouldn't have killed him personally. I would just would have wrapped up a mummy doll or whatever, whatever. But that's not what I seen. I didn't see the one that's. I said, I'm not watching this because this is not what I seen at all. But I'm not saying that's how he seen it. They had cameras on, but I'm just saying. But now I'm back on that thing again. Yeah, that they don't even gotta be able to leave. They can program that if they were smart. That's like that thing on top of the Capitol. I swear there was a box made downtown. There was like an eye in the sky. You know, if it is a camera, you know how much footage they got on that thing? If they look in all the cameras that they have around downtown and between all the murders, I don't know how many, but they will find out a lot, solve a lot of crimes. That's like when the people be getting high with the people and then they let them OD, them people should be charged with manslaughter. But who's looking at cameras? Nobody. I am not drinking that water because that water was like squeezed. I didn't do that. That water been all in my bag. I drunk some, but I didn't squeeze the button. That's good water. It's kiwi water. I'm gonna take my big push cart so I can get me some because this is good water. I hate it's nasty. But yeah, I don't know where they party at, but they got a lot of information. And that lady smoking that stinker cigarette. I said, I swear to God, every time I walk by here, you got a cigarette in your hand. Now it's getting hot. When they coming, I gotta put my jacket back on. Ain't nothing in here but my diamond dots. I don't need them still on the pack. Because for some reason they turn off all the heat down here. That's probably why Rob broke the door. Because I don't know who keep breaking that door. He getting to get some heat. All you gotta do is turn on heat in this room right here. In that hallway. In that room. And if they talk about why would if they walking back in the yard, so what? They walk all through here. Rob talking about I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Because I got pictures. That's why I take pictures. Because, you know, people just don't tell the truth. People want to make it look like you're stupid, but I ain't stupid. Because I'm going to tell you, when I used to work for him back in 2021, right? Every time you had to call the police, and every time you had anything that was emergency, you supposed to call your supervisor. He supposed to answer the phone dead out of his sleep because, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could have got murdered. He will need to come, right? But they set up something where you go and leave. I'm like, I'm not doing that. They're supposed to be report papers. There's no report papers. Because when I worked for that place with them, their boiler room still had the thermometer on it. I forgot what you call it. And we used to have but they had the button, so you had to do all your rounds, and you always had to write the what it was on, cause that's what sends the water up. I guess if it gets too hot or whatever, the water will still come up, in the fire department will have to come shut it off. Who's on that motorcycle? But one night there was some people on the train tracks, and I had to call the cops. And you supposed to call your supervisor personally, write a report, and tell your supervisor. That's how Mr. Brown did it. Now everything's like, I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Case, what if I witness a murder or something, or found somebody dead? They're gonna want me to come in to write a statement, but how am I gonna come in to even do anything if my supervisor don't answer the phone? That's how that's supposed to go. That's why I became the captain. Because nobody else wasn't really doing their job right. And if I knew the towers was crossroads, I would have been at crossroads a long time ago. It was like, you should go to the tower, blah, 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 blah. That's how that works. That's why I take pictures of everything. Oh, I'm lying. That's why I just be. He be like, now they got a website or something. You put in you can go to and put in. That's crazy. That's stupid. Cause if you gotta leave, what if you got a medicine? You gotta leave. What if it was a death in the family and you gotta leave and your supervisor ain't picking up the phone to find somebody to cover you? I'm not throwing you on the bus or nothing. I'm just saying this is how they run it now. And them ain't reports. Them are not. Oh, here comes somebody. Oh, see, she coming in late. Oh, every janitorial got keys to get at all the doors. still ain't locking it. Locking it for what? I guess he's trying to get his dick sucked. And the people across the street said there's cameras. I would run it outside. Yeah, backstabber sitting back there being nosy as always. They're leaving lights on everywhere. So this is what we're doing again. So childish. You know what I mean? If they think they're making it into heaven doing that, good luck. You must be thinking I'm looking up at the cameras. I just happened to look up and that car happened to be going to try to park. And if he wasn't driving out, I would have happily locked his car right in there. That's what I do. I ain't going to the car. I'm just locking you right in there and coming to sit down. I smell earwax. Oh my God. That gate is still open. What's so special about their cars? That's why everybody don't park in there. Because in case they got to get out in emergency. The reason why I like do what makes you sparkle. You see how their diamond dots sparkle? And make the picture really pop. Okay, it's still open. He's still bragging like he did something. He's just looking for a spot to get his wing wet. You know, before he goes home to his wife or girlfriend. I swear Caillou got a black car like that, but that one was gray with tinted windows. That's the type of car Caillou got. But that one's gray with tinted windows. I'm just saying. Somebody might know his girl. What he doing in back of parking lots this time of the night and don't live here. You I never. The nurses that usually come down here, they get their paperwork and they go right back upstairs. And she's on the fourth floor supposedly, so her patients are upstairs by themselves, independent living. So if they're independent to be upstairs by themselves, I don't gotta watch for the hallway. I said it looked like a dude was leaning in the car getting his wings. So I was like, what they doing over there? But this next door behind the sidewalk. Tell you, it's getting hot outside. Done and done. Who is that? Mm. Oh my God, you can smell that grease trap. Ugh, I am not going down there. That's because them fans ain't blown like the one in the garage. It smells just like grease trap over here. Chip ones. He used to go right back upstairs. Here she comes.
Yeah.
Retarded. I'm alive. You asked me what was I doing. I said diamond dotting. Oh, Jesus. I guess us poor folk can't be on live. It ain't no lie. That's way about you and your curly afro. While I'm looking in that bag, that's my jacket. It be cold in the morning. Plus that bread I went broke it up so the crackheaded birds downtown can have something to eat when they get up from their slumber. Oh, you know what he did? It was like New Jack City. Remember when they're sitting at the table because homeboys started getting high and they let Chris Rock in there and Chris Rock relapsed and they had a round table and the girl was saying something and he was like, cancel of this bitch. And dude, that's what that dude was like. He was doing. He was like throwing it, looking at me like I'm like, what is he canceling the bitch? I don't know. I'm like, why are you looking at me? Cause she was like, why don't you go ask God to pay for you or for a favor? I'm like, I don't even know this munchkin. You know what I mean? I mean, girl, if you want him, you can have him. I don't know him like that. But one thing about him, he is loyal, and I'm loyal too. Cause I definitely gave him, you know what I mean? I did what I did, but I didn't sign no affidavit. I said, now this going too far, cause the girl shouldn't, it was her fault. She probably did an affidavit because we was damn near at Stop and Shop. It happened all the way up the street, almost from when you turn on Providence Street, that first bus stop. That's where it happened at. Then all of a sudden, she started drowning. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. She did something with her hands, but I never seen it before. It's more than this, you know what I mean? I'm like, what is she doing? Because some of the stuff I do with my hands is retarded. I used to consign. Maybe that's what I'd be doing too. You can't cancel me out putting water on some juice on somebody else. I mean, they're like boobs. It was just a little bit of juice. And then she was still there. I'm like, what is she waiting for the news? Because, there was nothing else to wait for. Yeah, she ain't down with nothing because she should have never signed no affidavit. I don't know what makes her so much more of a thug than me. That's snitching. Cody's fan was like, I said, yeah. I was like, just leave me alone because I do not care. At first, she didn't know who he was. She didn't remember anything. Soon as I started talking, I knew she'll jump right in there and want to take over the show. You know what I'm saying? So she went one step further than me and did an affidavit. Talking about the girl in the back. I don't know nothing. Leave me alone. As soon as he would have came back there, I would have been like, I don't know nothing. And she was like, the white lady in the front was like, well, she knows that. He was like, but I'm not talking to her. I'm talking to you. I'm like, he surely is talking to you. And she's Mexican or Spanish or something, because they're all dying there. He had that blonde color with the dark roots. And this is what I'm saying. I told the bus driver, why are you so concerned with how she was treated by a man, but you disrespect me all the time? All the time. They will drive off, won't stop. Or they'll put me somewhere and be like, last stop, and ain't really the last stop. Or they'll change the number on the bus so it can be another number so I can't catch the bus. Just like it was her and a black immigrant. He's a supervisor now. So, they think they got a black supervisor that they can be careless too. That's what I'm saying. Give blacks a little bit of power, or the Spanish, or the Mexicans, they take it too far. So now the blacks think they can do what they want because they got a black supervisor. I'm like, this is just going too far. I'm like, who is gonna care about Providence or any, Rhode Island, period, if the people that's sitting in, if the politicians don't care, or the constituents, whatever they are, for the because everybody like West End got their own little um dude or woman supposed to be, running it. I guess they tell. I'm like, well, how would they tell um the police where they need to put their people? The police supposed to be in the highest crimes area, but you don't see no cops. You don't see no cops on Broad Street. If they are, they're watching what they're doing. They ain't stopping it. If they're downtown in Kennedy Plaza, they ain't doing nothing unless somebody's ODing or they're fighting. Cranston Street. And that boy, let's talk about the boy in the blue. Because I talked to that boy on the bus. He's very intelligent. Because whatever I say, he's like, that's prejudice. I say, yeah, but everybody got prejudice seeing him. I know exactly what I'm saying. I said, the people you sticking up for, you know what I mean? They got some too. Now, when I watched the news said that he was released on his own account. That's what they said. But then, when they showed him going after the dude with the axe, now they're saying he's in jail. I'm like, this don't make no sense. That's why Rhode Island is really sick. The newscasters are sick. The mayor's sick. The mayor of Woonsocket is sick. I don't even know who the governor is, but apparently the governor's going along with the mayor. Nobody cares. Nobody cares unless you do a murder, a kidnapping, molestation, or rape. That's all they care about. Or if you have a kingpin, or you buy one brick every 3 months. Boost your status up, make you go higher up the ladder for the police. Nobody cares. The police can ride right by the ramp across the road and somebody can be putting a crack pipe to their mouth. They'll just keep on driving. Children cannot even walk that way. If their house was at the next corner, they will have to walk around to get to their house. They put up that wall to hide what goes on behind it. And then they got enough to make little stoops. Why are you making the drug addicts comfortable? The light ain't even blue no more. It's like a lavender. They can change the color. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, Camilla, if you want to do something, I know you was before, but you know what? You'll be doing more justice being a governor of a city, of a city, than you be the president, because the president fights for the whole country. We need somebody focused. That's on the city. Now that Washington Bridge, that took eons. Do you see how thick them pipes are, or whatever that iron is down there, and they let it rot out like that? That was governor's past tense. I think the one before, it's probably started before the one before Mayor CMC. I think that's where they laundering the money from, right? Now they're back on. They think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Now that back on, I'm building low income homes, apartments. Why would you even do that though? Some people don't want to live in apartments. You know, why don't you don't build places with just rooms? There's rooms for, and plus, the drug addicts. They ain't gonna last anyway. And I'm telling you, every time they build low income housing, it's always immigrants or legal immigrants that get them, or illegal. I'm just gonna say legal immigrants and illegal immigrants that get them. And the black people that knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. Or you got Section 8. Providence is so, oh my God, Rhode Island is so screwed. The white people dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. Because when they seen all these immigrants getting in, right, they stepped back and started putting Spanish people, legal immigrants up front. They thought they was gonna doing a good thing, but they really wasn't. They was hurting Americans that was born here. Because now all their people come first. One thing about problem is they fight for illegals. I'm not saying legal, they fight for illegals. They made it where they can get free medical. That place got an eye doctor, a doctor, a dentist. If you don't got medical in you got to be illegal. Because they definitely do me out. And then they got social workers, they set them up. It's crazy. I'm like, Providence do not fight for legal Americans that was born here. Really, no Democrat does. No Democrat, then that's what I'm saying. People with money, they fight for illegals. You know why? Because they don't got to deal with them. They put them right somewhere where, you know what I mean, ain't nobody really caring. Because I'm telling you, there was a whole bunch of I don't know where these Cambodians came from. Excuse me, they was all downtown getting free phones. And then on Broad Street, them illegals didn't know what a EBT card was or a Social Security card. I'm like, but everybody got a Social Security card. They don't have Social Security card in other countries. And that boy was giving them phones because we almost got in a fight. That boy was giving them phones because he had somebody that talked Spanish, and whatever they needed, they made up or they got. I don't know how many people probably had a phone in my name because I couldn't get it. They was giving me chips in other people's name and giving them my phone. It's crazy. But life goes on now. I'm going to get off because what time is it? He took the clock off. Oh my God, Rob just do too much. say, oh, ain't none people trying to go out there for you crazy. These cameras are good. Cause when you zoom in, you can like make it big or make it small. That person, boy, now he was sat right down there corner getting this thing on, so. I know like these things, child. Well, I'm getting off it now. I might go downstairs and go to TikTok and get me a snack. Cheese chips or something to snack on. But yeah, it's coming along. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna finish the day. I go to sleep about 12 o'clock. I wake up with an attitude. You know what I mean? But yeah. God, it's Saturday. I can't wait till Sunday come. 12 midnight Sunday. I'll be gone. I'm not even answering. Know what? I'm just gonna mind my business. I don't mind taking people's shifts, but I'm not gonna do it when all the time. I'm not doing that. She ain't two kids if I'm not. I am doing something. I'm doing what I enjoy. It's getting nice outside. The water ain't warm enough for the beach, and I don't even want to walk on the beach until it's hot. She don't even be doing nothing, so you ain't doing nothing either. You don't even know if you got something to do. See, I'm a planner. I'm a planner. I call, you know what I mean? It'd be like early in the morning. Even if I don't feel like coming, I'd be like, you know what? I just, you know what I'm saying? I think I've been out like 4 times. You can count on one hand. I'm a planner. I stopped planning from Thursday because I know I got to be in Friday. So Thursday, I got to decide. Matter of fact, it'd be Thursday. I don't even call on a Friday. See, I'm smart. I'll plan out Wednesday, but Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Oh, I'm calling somebody. Lisa, text Lisa. So it can be an open shift. If Lisa don't answer, then I text Kyle. Kyle, they ask Rob. And I mean early, so they can't nobody say, well, she didn't give me time. Because that girl was like, well, let me see. I was like, what? How are you going to ask somebody to take your shift? And now you talking about you don't know if you got something to do. Well, now I got something to do. I thought about it all night, even in my sleep. I knew I was going to cancel out before I woke up. But you know, God is good all the time. You know, people be like, people don't love you. Apparently they do, and they ain't, they ain't bottom feeders. 'Cause they said 6 weeks. I'm like, I'll bring my information. Shit, and half the week, 6 weeks. I hit up Donald Trump today. I not about that, but something else he said. I really hit up his son because he's a millionaire. He can help the poor. Buddy. buddy. Oh my God. Listen to the white lady. And I'm saying this nicely. You're going to get sued. Them dogs, them dogs are going to get you sued. I know what I'm talking about. She got two dogs. First there was one dog barking. Then there was another dog. And I know it can happen because when I used to work on Narragansett at Frank's Auto Parts store, and these pits was trained. Like, he had commands. And somebody must say some nut walks by and messes with your dogs. Right? One nipped me, but I let him nip me. Then I let the other one nip me. But this is the thing. I taught that pit how to get on the car and jump the fence. And I swear to God, the pit got away. They had to go find the pit because I started feeding them. Acting all crazy with them. I tamed them. I didn't poison them or nothing. I was just feeding them. I bring food just like I do the rats and scoundrels out here. Lady, I am telling you something. You think it's cute. It ain't cute. The brown dog is training his own self. He's jumping so high, he's damn near jumping on the white dog's back. I don't think they're smart enough yet. Well, they're dumb as rocks. Cause it's like it's like the white dog will stop while the brown dog runs and jumps. Like, girl, if this dog come over here, I'm gonna grab it right by his throat and try to. You're gonna cry. I'm like, that lady's gonna get sued. That lady's gonna get sued because that brown dog bounces off the white dog to try to get over the fence, but it ain't smart enough. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna rip his whole stomach open because he just ain't smart, and he's heavy. And I said this is what made him stop barking. I turned around and said, you're gonna end up liking me because all dogs do. Because they said I'm a human mutt. Them dogs said, huh? And that lady said, oh my God, it's her, it's Millicent, it's Millicent. Think they're LGBTQ, but them dogs was like, her, and stop barking. They was just trying to show dominance, but I shut all that down when I said I'm a human mutt, so they say. I was crying. Them dogs was crazy. I said, what? She's gonna end up like me, all dogs do. She was standing smoking her nasty cigarette. It's a shame. Even if who keeps peeking at me? Then when I got the camera, they get off. I'm not nodding. I'm like getting my diamond dots. But even if I smoke a cigarette, you know what I mean? But one thing that keeps me motivated is I'd rather have some food or a new pair of something to go with something used I already got for free. Cigarettes are expensive. You can get a whole 4 pack of drawers for the price of cigarettes. So anyway, I heard Kylie B and Offset's back together. You might as well be. But I mean, Jesus Christ, you had a whole baby. But you know, love is love. I don't know how true it is. You know how they lie. The news said the boy was out, now he's incarcerated. I'm saying that is attempted murder. Point blank, period. And all the homeless people, he could have killed them. Yes, he could have. They stopped it just when he was getting ready to whack him. But that boy don't bother nobody. Not that I know of. Lord, I'm glad he didn't try to beat me in my head with it. I'm like, you know what? I ain't even smiling at him no more. But you know, he holds the bus for me. He gives me a pleasant smile. I give him a pleasant smile back. But I know he is not wrapped too tight. He always wear the same clothes, but he don't stink. That wool blue hat, that blue coat, them blue rubber shoes, Lord, and them blue pants. Blue is his thing, and ain't nobody seeing it. Lord, I don't know if if he's from LA, I don't know, California, they are built different. They are built different. You know, he pulled out a whole hatchet, so, you know, he put in work. See if there's any chopped up bodies anywhere. Yeah, I'm drinking that soda. That's probably what she was saying, about, because she's so retarded. They be eating big buckets of pudding. I mean, what is it? Yogurt. Go ahead. Because I will not drink that water. Ain't letting that lady look at my eyes. I ain't high. What, she retarded? Tell Rob to come right and look in this. You know what? Let me go back in the camera because they think I can't use these cans. Let me see what he did. I'm so stupid because I should have sat here and just waited. But I like to do, you know. Let's see. You know, that's the stupidest thing too, right? That's a blind spot. Everybody knows that's a blind spot right there. Huh? Let me put this. There you go. That's how I know that lady touched these cameras, because you gotta even touch them for the thing to move. That's a blind spot. You can't really see nothing. It just turned on their light. So you can see everything. Oh my God. Oh, but I can't see in front of that freaking bush. I gotta find the camera that's in front of the bush. Because the car's right there. Because I can see its lights. Oh. see everything in oh, that's probably why I seen the food and stuff. These people are crazy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still can't see in the bush. That's all though. Oh, the Ricky Ricardo from. I ain't lying, because those people like, oh, she's a liar. What time was it? How you get already? That's the thing, it don't show you the time. Oh shit. Oh, the cameras off. Yo, mess with it. That's what I'm saying. The camera should pop right back up. The camera should just pop right back up automatically. Oh, this video said, uh, the camera should automatically pop up. Supposed to have a window, but that's how. Uh, It should have a window that takes me right to the cameras. This is I don't even know I pressed anything. Oh my God, I hate talking about. Let me call Rob. But that's what I'm saying. They got this. That man didn't take nothing out of that lady's car. I didn't even touch shit. Let's see.